You guys are not gonna believe who hit me up yesterday. Go ahead, guess. No, seriously, guess. No, why would that guy hit me up? That was a horrible guess. Ladies and gentlemen, the storage unit guy hit me up again yesterday, and this is the third time that he has messaged me. For everybody who doesn't know, the storage unit guy is somebody that I networked with, and basically he has got some bills to pay, and they're trying to take his storage unit from him because he's behind on bills. So he's been slowly selling stuff out of his storage unit that he doesn't want. And luckily for us, one of the things that he doesn't want is video games. He says that video games are for kids and he does not care for them at all. So he has been selling me everything video game related that he finds out of the storage unit, and he sells it to me to get some quick cash to pay his bills. That works out in our favor. If you haven't seen my videos, I will link them down in the description below. One video, I found a ton of Complete in Box NES stuff, and the next video, I found a ton of Super Nintendo stuff, including Pocky vs. Rocky 2, which was an absolute holy grail of a find, which I actually did sell for about $450, so that was great. If you guys want to see those videos, I'll leave them down in the description below, because this is going to be the third part of the storage unit finds from this one dude that has to pay his bills. Not only am I going to showcase the third buy from this guy, I also am going to show you guys what I've picked up in the past week and a half from Goodwill, as well as garage sales. I found a ton of stuff, but I just did not record a lot of it, but I'm going to show you guys all the cool stuff that I did find. But first, this video is sponsored today by eWin Racing. So I've been looking for a high quality computer chair for a long while now. I just had no idea where to look, but all I knew was my old chair really needed to get upgraded because it was absolutely horrible. It was just so low quality. There was no lumbar support. I mean, take a listen to this. Absolutely garbage. Luckily, the good people at eWin Racing, they hooked me up with a brand new gaming chair, and it is by far the nicest chair that I have ever sat in my entire life, and I am not joking about that. As soon as I placed my order, it only took a few days for the chair to come in, and I had no issues with it whatsoever. Neither did my little kitten Taverly. It came with super high quality instructions, and it only took me a total of maybe 20 minutes to get the entire chair together, which is pretty good. I was surprised how high quality the packaging for the chair was. I mean, you can tell eWin Racing put a ton of effort into their packaging. Just look how well everything fits together, and it's just super aesthetically pleasing. They even had their own toolkit to put the chair together, which I thought was really cool, and it really sped the job up as well. Let me talk about the specific specifications of the chair as well as the things that I like about it. With this new chair, I like how long the headrest is, so I can sit perfectly straight with my screen and I don't have to jerk my neck at all. And the memory foam pillow that's at the top is seriously a plus as well, because I am just rock solid in this chair. If you take a look at the quality of this chair, you can just see the stitching in the leather. It is extremely nice and it's well put together. They used high quality materials as well, and it is probably the nicest thing that I have in my office now. And I am a huge fan of the breathable mesh memory foam that they have on the bottom. It fits my body perfect, and my back is supported completely. And there's even lumbar support, so if you want to get that perfect fitting, the lumbar support is amazing. You can adjust that how you like it, and it is just the most comfortable chair that I've ever sat in. I'm a big fan of the magnetic armrest that it came with as well as the magnetic memory foam pillow that you can put for your head, and you can move it around any way you want, so it's positioned perfectly. If you guys are looking for a new gaming chair, look no further. This is the nicest gaming chair that I've ever sat in, and it fits my needs perfectly. It holds up to 400 pounds as well. Just make sure you check out eWin Racing seats. I'll leave a link for them in the description below. And if you're looking to get a eWin Racing chair, use code Kreisky for 20% off. Oakley dokley, neighbors. So here is everything that we got. So 2 boxes worth. I don't know if I've mentioned it yet, but $250 for everything that you were about to see. And I looked through it briefly. I feel like he doesn't even care how much I pay him at this point. I've given him over like $2,000 now, so he really just is giving this stuff away to me, I guess. But he just tells me to pick a number and he just goes with it. So $250 for everything that you see. And just a reminder, make sure you guys pick up one of those chairs. Seriously, it's the nicest chair that I've ever sat in. And I feel like some CEO or something sitting in that chair. Just the quality of it is super high quality. So if you guys are in the market for a gaming chair, eWin Racing gaming chairs, those things are really nice. So if you guys want one, just go down in the description below and make sure you use my code which is Kreisky, and they'll give you 20% off. Without further ado, let's start digging through this stuff. And right off the bat, we got Danky King. This is OG Danky King. And this is from the 80s, I'm sure. I think 1981. He does have some like sun fading. I never understood why Nintendo did this. Seriously. His hands are permanently like that. But he is super cool, and I'm going to be keeping him. I do not think I'm going to sell him. He's going to be a perfect display piece because Danky King is my favorite Mario character out of the entire franchise. Moving on, we have an entire box. I think this is just Sega Genesis stuff, and I'm not a huge Sega Genesis fan by any means, but I know there's a cult following on those, so those should be really cool to look through. But let's look through this box first because I have not looked through it yet. We do have this Pokemon binder, and unfortunately the guy says that he doesn't have any cards and he has no recollection of ever purchasing cards. So we're not going to find any Pokemon cards in this unit, if he even has any more stuff for me. But we did have this Pokemon Blockbuster exclusive binder, which is super cool. I actually have one of these, which I keep my own personal collection in, and it's super cool. It has a handle. Not sure if it's worth a whole lot, but the Blockbuster tag on it's super cool. But I know the perfect guy that's going to buy this, and his name is Blockbuster Associate, so I'm giving him a shout out. I think he started a YouTube channel as well, so make sure you guys check out Blockbuster Associate. I will leave the link for his channel in the description below, and you guys can go give him a follow, give him a shout out or anything like that. So he is the Blockbuster dude. He is everything Blockbuster, so you got to check him out. We got some Sega Saturn controllers. These look complete in box. 3D control pad. That's insane. Oh yeah, they got the old basement smell in them. Yeah, these don't look like they've ever been used. See that? It's still in the plastic. Wow. Yeah, these are probably extremely pricey. I know there's a lot of Sega Saturn collectors out there. Oh, this one has more inserts in it. But yeah, this one hasn't been used either. Those got to be, I don't know if I had to guess, $100 a piece, maybe. The box is in pretty decent condition. That's really cool. Got some Nintendo, what is this? Oh man. Got some Nintendo stuff. Got Mario and Duck Hunt. We got F-Zero. We got Williams Arcade's Greatest Hits. We got the Aero Acrobat. Super Mario All-Stars. You're gonna see a lot of like rental games. For whatever reason, if you looked at the other videos, there's just so many rental games that this guy has. Super Mario All-Stars. Got Contra 3, that is really nice. Rental game as well. Got Wheel of Fortune. Oh, we got Super Mario World 2. Yoshi's Island. Ideal Cards and Video. I doubt they're still in business, but yeah, another rental game. We got Pinball Dreams. There's actually not a lot of stuff in this box, so got John Madden Football, NBA Live 95. You got Zoop and Alien Storm. So that was a pretty quick first box. I would say that it's still worth over $250. We got those two controllers complete in box. We got the Danky King. So this is just all going to be pure profit, I'm sure. We got Strider. Oh my gosh. Yeah, another rental game. Why wouldn't it be a rental game? Gunstar Heroes. I have never seen that. That looks rare. I don't know how much that's worth, but it's complete in box. Gunstar Heroes. We got Risk. complete in box. Got PGA Tour Golf. Winter Olympic Games. It's good to see a lot of these complete in box. Jewel Masters, or Jewel Master rather. Let me know in the description below. Are you guys a bigger fan of Sega stuff over Nintendo stuff? I know my brother is, and I know a lot of other people are. They just say Sega's the superior system, but I mean, I grew up with the Super Nintendo, and I was a huge fan of the Super Nintendo, but I guess they say that the Sega Genesis had better sound quality and a whole bunch of better attributes, but let me know in the comments which you guys prefer. Got balls, no manual. Ooh, we got Ghouls and Ghosts. That is cool. Never played that actually. Zombies Ate My Neighbors. That is one of my all-time favorite games ever. The music in this game is like no other. I still hum it on occasion. I'll find myself humming it. It's just really good music. Bubba and Sticks. Urban Strike. It's complete in box. Triple Score. Rental game. Barbie Supermodel. Jordan vs. Bird. Got John Madden Football. We got James Buster Douglas Boxing. Complete in box. We got Pugsy. This looks rare too, maybe. I don't know. Never seen that. Another Strider game. Strider Returns. And I think that's pretty much it. Got Zoop. These are like the different style of boxes and not the claspable, the clasp cases. It's just the cardboard boxes. But we got Zoop, John Madden Football, Caesar's Palace, the game's in there, and then Hang Time, got the game in there as well. All right, so there wasn't a whole lot of stuff. However, there was still a lot of value there. That Gunstar Heroes game is like $130. I had no idea, but that was a really nice surprise. And after calculating everything up, it looks like we have close to about $900 of retail value, and we only paid $250 for everything. That's pretty awesome, but I wanted to show you guys everything that I purchased within the last week and a half. I've been going to thrift stores a lot, and I just don't record what I find, and I do find a lot of cool stuff, so I have a whole pile of Goodwill stuff as well as some garage sale stuff that I wanted to show you guys, so here's that stuff. So a lot of the times when I'm on the go, I'm still picking, I'm still going to thrift stores, and I'm still hitting up garage sales even though I'm not recording for you guys. And this is the stuff that I found throughout probably a week and a half, and it just can't make its own video. So I just wanted to show it to you guys separately because it's still a lot of cool stuff. So the first thing that I went out and grabbed were these two special edition bundles. One is Guitar Hero 3, and then the other one is Rock Band, as you can see. Now, I knew from personal experience this Rock Band one sells upwards of $300 because I've sold it before. The lady had posted these both up for $120, so I had to stop what I was doing, drive to her house, and go pick them up. And when I got there, everything went smoothly. And the Guitar Hero 3 bundle is complete, and that one sells for upwards of 150 bucks. And then this Rock Band one, unfortunately, is missing the dongle for the guitar. So this is gonna sell a little bit lower, but it's still gonna double my money. So from our $120 buy, I think we can make close to $300 in profit. The second thing that I bought off Facebook Marketplace that I had to stop what I was doing and go buy it right away was this PlayStation 1 lot right here. The guy had listed it up for only $25, so I stopped what I was doing and drove right to his house. I called him at the exact right time he posted it up, so it was good timing for sure. The PlayStation 1 alone sells upwards of like $70, but the games here, These are what sell the most. So we have a Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. We have Mortal Kombat 4, Namco Museum. We got Nightmares Creatures. All of these do have to be resurfaced because he did not have them in cases and they are scratched up. I didn't even test if these worked yet, but there is definitely a decent lot of games in here. We got the PlayStation Underground disc, if anybody remembers that. Complete in Box Critical Depth. We got Colony Wars, disc 2. Got some sports games. And then Suikoden. I'm saying that completely wrong, but I think this was the most expensive game out of the lot. Either this one or Resident Evil. But yeah, we only paid $25 for all of this stuff. So I don't know why, but my local Goodwill is always providing musical instruments for me. I tend to always pick them up if they're in good condition and they're name brand. I have this Casio CT-X700 and it's in really good condition. And I paid $12.99 a piece for these. And this Casio is selling upwards of $160 online, which is crazy. And then we have this Yamaha right here. It is an E343, and this one sells for about $90. But like I said, $12.99 each of these, and they both work. There is no power supply, but I still managed to test them because they're universal, and there is a lot of money to be made in musical instruments, so make sure you guys are picking them up. Moving on to everything on this table, we have this vintage Transformer. Paid $3 for it, and I think it sells for about $30 in the condition it's in. Definitely super cool from the 80s. We got this Ask Xander. I used to play with this as a kid. This is from 1992, and I think this guy sells for $30 as well. Picked him up for $3 at Goodwill. Got this U2 Pop shirt, vintage from their tour they were on. It's from 1997, and I'm not a big U2 fan, but the shirt's selling for $30. I picked it up for $1 at a garage sale. We got this Cowgirl Jane. It's the Cowboy and Indian Marks company, and I sold a bunch of these just recently, actually. This figure alone is selling for about 20-ish, and paid $2 for her. Got this 1980s My Little Pony from Japan, 99 cents. Goodwill came through, $1, sells for about 20-ish. We have this dinosaur diffuser that I also got at Goodwill, $6.99 on this one. And I think this sells for like $40 or $50 pre-owned, which is really cool. I'm sure somebody will buy this. It's in good condition, and I'm sure it works. I got to test it out. And then lastly, we have this Minecraft Edition Xbox One S with Halo 5 and 2 controllers. Picked this up on the way to my parents' house at a garage sale, and I paid $80 for it. Now, I think this is probably close to about a $250 lot, if not more. Probably closer to $300, but $80 on that at a garage sale, and probably around $300. Lastly, here is the last lot of stuff that I managed to pick up. So we have this Sony Blu-ray player that I bought at Goodwill for $7 with the remote, and these are selling for $100. It's a $100 Blu-ray player, and it looks like it's never been used, so that was a no-brainer. Picked up this Zenith integrated stereo system. It has 8-track, and you can play a whole bunch of different records. And I turned it on, and the lights turn on, and it spins, and everything like that. I didn't test it any further than that, but I seen these sell for around $200 to $300 on eBay in working condition. And this one is an LS4021 model. And after doing a little bit of research on this, I did see some sell, but it's kind of all over the place. So I don't know if I'm going to list this up or if I'm going to sell it for parts locally or something like that. But $20 on this guy, but I think we could still make money on it. And then finally, we have this Primus backpack. And unfortunately, it's just a backpack, Gracefully Vava, I think. Gracefully Rara, maybe? Not sure, but that's the brand of the backpack, and then somebody slapped this patch on. Might keep it. I'm a huge Primus fan, and I love Les Claypool. So, yeah, I think I paid $5 for it at a garage sale, and it's super cool, and I'm sure it would sell really quickly on eBay, but I'm probably going to keep it. So realistically, it looks like we have close to about $500 of actual profit if everything decides to sell from our small initial $300 investment. But that's gonna do it for today's video. I really appreciate you guys watching it, and make sure you check out Ewin Racing. They make amazing seats. I seriously can't stress enough how comfortable the chair is that I have from them. So make sure you check them out. Make sure you buy a chair from them. You guys will not regret it. And check down in the description below for all that information, and make sure you use my code for a discount. Thanks again, guys. I'll see you in the next video.